Welcome in, everyone, to the Pacelli Coach Show, live from the Beck Center. Thrift Behringer here with the head flag football coach. His name is Zach Cochran. You see the rings. He's a three-time defending state champion. Coach, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Good to see you again.
I'm glad you're here, dude. Let's first things first. Let's kind of put a bow on last year. You won back-to-back state championships. An incredible season of a lot of those seniors that ended their career dominant. What is your thoughts on as they move on and now going into this year? A bunch of fresh new faces. It seems like you have to do a lot more coaching this year than you have in years past, man.
No, it was an extremely exciting off season this summer. Just looking at all the new faces, all my soccer kids, getting to work with them and kind of start over. You know, we had a dominant team for the past 3 years, and we had just elite players that are going on to play high level soccer, high level basketball.
Yeah.
And so. Obviously, it was sad to lose those players, and we had a great run, but it was really exciting to figure out how we're going to keep competing and keep holding the standard we have and see which new faces we're going to carry this program.
All right, and let's talk about one of those new faces, Kimora Jones. She is your quarterback. You call her Mo. 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the year. What has she done coming in, stepping in a big role that's been led by a lot of seniors in the last couple of years? Talk about her progression here in her first season as a quarterback.
She's doing really well. She makes some big time plays, and she's just learning the position right now. So I think she's going to continue to get better and even bigger games ahead for her.
But she played last year, and so did KK Jackson. She's her leading receiver. What does their leadership mean to you when you got a bunch of freshmen on here learning the ways of Pacelli, playing Pacelli flag football? What does it mean to have two leaders like KK and Kimora?
We lean on them, and they're the only two upperclassmen, I think. So
yeah.
We have one senior and one junior, and that are kind of like our key players, and we lean on them, and they're just so huge for us, and I'm just thankful for their leadership, and KK is just having a great year as well.
All right, let's talk about some of the other key players, Coach, and some of those new faces that the Pacelli community doesn't know about yet.
We got Callista Williams, who's a freshman. She was a part of the team last year as an 8th grader. But now she has a huge role going both ways. We got Wynn Ward, who is a freshman who's going both ways, and she had the catch to tie the game against Carver, just a big-time player. And then Mia Camp, who we saw last year as an 8th grader, she stepped into a huge role as a rusher, and she's kind of she plays quarterback and then pitches it off to Mo to kind of like keep the ball moving.
Right. And I saw in there you have your plays, dude, and I know you're dialing it up all the time. What is it about flag football that you love so much? Is it calling the plays on offense? Is it scheming for defense? Is it being around the girls? What has drawn you to this sport and being one of the biggest advocates and guys that really promoted this sport growing in this area?
Well, one, I enjoyed playing it, so it was one of my favorite sports to play.
Like back in college?
Yeah, back in college. Obviously, soccer was my #1 sport, but then and same with coaching. You have a hands-on approach on each play, and soccer is like you practice all month to maybe see some things come out during a game, and you can't really control it with like a trick play or like install new plays every week, and then have like a hands-on approach in the moment in the game. It's just a unique thing to the sport of football and flag football that you don't really see in coaching soccer. So it's a lot more fun in the moment, and it's fun to like have your influence on the game, whereas soccer is more a long-term approach and practicing fundamentals that will come out throughout the season.
They're ranked 99th nationally. They're top 7 in the state of Georgia, regardless of classification. And the main thing is the #1 team in GIAA trying to go for a 4-peat this year, Coach. But let's talk about the schedule. You play Lovett and Pope, two big-time schools in the GHSA. They got fantastic programs. Carver, which may be the most improved flag football team in this area, in that overtime win in your only home game so far. You've beaten Jordan, Sars Mill. Your only loss is Alatoona, but then you lose Alatoona, and then a few hours later on the same day, you beat the #1 team in the state of Georgia, Milton, 13-7. Talk about this tough schedule. You got undefeated Whitewater coming up, plus McIntosh, Heritage, and Brookstone. Why do you schedule so many tough games to get your team prepared?
Well, we have 2 seasons. We compete to see how far we can go in max preps. We've had the goal in the past. We want to be the #1 team in max preps.
Yep.
And we've consistently finished top 10, and it's really hard to do, but that's our goal in the regular season. Let's see how we do against the best teams in the state, regardless of classification. And,
No doubt.
That was with Pope and Milton, and we're just really young right now. So we get into some games where maybe last year we would have easily won, but that win over Milton was just a huge, huge win for us. And,
no doubt.
I mean, you look at our team, we got 6 starters that are under, like they're this tall, and we're going up against Milton girls, and it just speaks to their athleticism and again the leadership we have with Mo and KK.
And it also speaks to you as a coach, man. You got to give yourself credit, dude. That is no easy feat. And they always say this. It's an old cliche. The great teams, they don't rebuild. They reload every year. And that is exactly what you've done here at Pacelli. Coach, what's your message to the team to finish out this last? And because you got a few more games here in the month of October, and then you got the rest of the games until playoffs start November the 18th. So you really only got a few more weeks until playoffs are here, and then the championships November the 20th. What's your message to the team to finish out the season strong?
We just want to keep getting better every day. Right now, I think we can play with the best teams in the state, but we can come out and get in a game we shouldn't have any business like losing or almost losing. So we need to get more consistent and continue getting better, and so that by playoffs time, we're just really rolling the right way.
Zach Cochran, he leads the Pacelli Vikings back-to-back state champion flag football team. Coach, thank you so much. When we take a break, when we come back, we're talking to the headman himself who got a major victory over Westfield. They move up in the standings. The GIAA bracket just came out. We know who they're playing in the playoffs. It's the Pacelli Coaches Show here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long-distance love. For the far-sighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Smith Truck Month is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Check them out. Full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,500 off. GMC Canyons up to $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing, plus no payments until next year. At Glenn Smith GMC Opelika. Now in our 33rd year. Get ready to smile.
Welcome in, everyone, and welcome back to the Pacelli Coach Show live from the Beck Center. I am with the head football coach, Smitty Grider. Coach, thank you as always, man.
Glad to be here.
Smiling a little bit, coming and glowing a little bit on this Monday. And even though it's raining right now, he is smiling and having a good time because, Coach, how about your team? huge victory over a top 3 Westville team, top 5 team in the state, and you won pretty convincingly, winning by 12. Let's first start with your overall reaction to your team's performance.
Well, I thought it was our first real complete game that we've played all year. They were a really good team coming in, and we knew we would have to play well to beat them. I thought on both sides of the ball that we played extremely well. We didn't turn it over. That was a big deal. Defensively, really got after it. We made some mistakes, but we played so hard we made up for them. Had a couple of Nolan Vaughn had 2 interceptions. And, it was just it was a great night for us. We knew coming in that what this win could do for us as far as setting up a playoff run. And so it was important to us for that. We had senior night. We wanted the seniors to have a good night on their celebration. And then, just to continue that momentum that we're trying to build going into the playoffs.
And you have built some momentum, Coach. You won 3 of your last 4, and you're playing your best football. Everybody says that. They want to play their best football at the end of the year, and your best game came in the last game of the regular season. So I know that's got to give you confidence, Coach. But let's talk about who the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player of the game was, Dustin Sherman. And he made plays for you, and he has stepped into this role, man. And I've been so proud to see his progression, and what a way to go out his final regular season game on Damo Field with a win.
Yeah, really proud of Dustin. He's weathered a lot of adversity, and it's been tough. He continues to show up every day and work hard and give us his best. And, he did a great job Friday night. He was 6 out of 10, should have been 7 out of 10 with another touchdown.
Yeah.
But he did have 2 touchdown passes that both of them were thrown under duress. I just thought he commanded the offense extremely well. You could tell in pregame warmups that he had a lot of confidence. He was bouncing around, and we were really just excited going into the game, thinking, okay, he's going to have a good night, and he did. And if we can continue to improve in our passing game and force people to honor that, then we're going to be a tough out, man, because our running game is so effective.
It is. DJ Colvin, over 1,000 yards. I want to talk one more thing offensively, then we'll get into defense. But Westville's defense held Brooks home to 7 points, Strong Rock to 14 points. They held an FPD team to a season low, and yet you put 28 on them. Do you feel good about where your offense is heading and that confidence, and you got that identity now on how you're going to win games in the future?
Yeah, I do. We've gotten better, and that's the goal as a coach. You want to get better every week, and I feel like we've done that. From day one to where we are now, we've improved every week, and you're right. We have developed our identity offensively, and I think that's showing up now.
Yeah.
I think the kids are buying into that, and and as we continue into these playoffs, we want to expand what we're doing offensively and continue to get better.
Talk about defensively, though. You made mention of your defensive staff. Coach Damian Daniels and Coach Picard has done an amazing job in this late season renaissance, these last 4 or 5 games. I really feel like they have been a huge point and reason why your team is starting to play football so well right now.
Absolutely. We made a couple of personnel changes. We moved Damian Hill to nose guard, and that really shored up our run game. We moved Zach Ellis to linebacker after the injury to Skylar Sanchez.
Yeah.
Zach's really done a good job, and Damian, Coach Daniels and Koa and Bridge have done a good job of continuing to work, not getting frustrated with early season struggles, kind of finding what we are defensively, kind of like what we've done with the offense. And over the last 4 or 5 weeks, we've really started playing good defense. And that's the key. As we go into the playoffs, we've got to continue to do that. And, we've stopped giving up the big plays.
Yep.
And that's really what's shown with our defense.
To finish undefeated at Dynamo Field, what does that mean to you and that community support to come in and dominate the way y'all did on that field this year?
Well, we got one more.
Yes, you do. That's why I brought it up.
No, the home field advantage is big for us. Having our crowd there and playing in front of them and the support that we get from our home fans is big. Our kids, they kind of thrive in that. That means a lot to them. And, hopefully we'll have another big crowd Friday night for the playoffs. And, get another win at home. That's the goal, and finish the season undefeated at home.
Now let's talk about the playoffs. We'll go right into Loganville. 7-3, a pretty good program. Obviously, much improved from last year's team. They had a losing season. They come in as a 10th seed. I don't think you care about any of that. You know that they're a good football team. And what are you preparing for with the Lions coming to town?
Well, they do have a good team. Their quarterback is what makes them go offensively. He leads them in rushing and passing, I think. And everything they do goes through him. They don't have a large roster. I think they'll dress 23, 24 kids, but They really get after it. They're aggressive defensively, run to the ball well, and try to be physical. So, they've got a lot of confidence. They've won their last 3 ball games. I don't know about before that. We've got the last 3 films, and they've won the last 3. I think they won in double overtime.
Yeah, they did.
Friday night. So. They're coming into the game with a lot of confidence, and we're going to have to weather that early. They get after you, and, we're going to have to play our best. It's going to have to be the best game we've played all year.
Coach, what is the mindset heading into this week? Because I know it's the old coach talk. Nothing's changed, same routine, but it is the playoffs now. You lose, your season is done. How do you keep your guys focused, understand what they're up against, but not get them out of themselves so they can treat it as another game?
Yeah, we don't want to focus too much on the one and done. We want them just to focus on what's in front of them. And really the goal in the playoffs, Friday night we're playing to keep this team together one more week. The lifespan of a football team is 1 year. So, it starts the day after the last game.
Yep.
And so, we want to keep this season going. We want to keep this team together for another week. That's the goal every Friday night through the playoffs. And, our focus is just doing what we do. Hopefully we'll have great enthusiasm at practice with it being the playoffs and continuing to play. We're not changing our routine or anything like that. We're not going to be more intense as coaches. We're just going to coach hard, study hard, try to come up with the best game plan we can, and give these guys the best opportunity to win Friday night.
Well, we're excited about it because we're going to be here on the call. Dave Plata broadcasting 7:30. Diamond Field, it's playoffs, baby. And your Vikings are number 7 taking on number 10 seed Loganville. And we're not going to talk about it now because you got to get through Loganville. But if you do beat Loganville, on the other side of that is Brookstone. So you may not even have to leave the city of Columbus. Well, you won't have to leave the city of Columbus if you win this week, Coach. So good luck.
Thank you.
Can't wait to be there on Friday. And great win against Westfield, man.
Thank you.
The 5-5 Vikings hosting Loganville this Friday night. We'll see you next time on the Pacelli Coach Show. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, presented by the Beck Center.